husband has a corn addiction, and I'm going to answer some questions about it. One of the questions was, does it affect your intimacy and how? Yes, I will say when we were first married, I was super confused, like why he didn't want to be intimate all the time. I was like, don't guys want to like do it all the time? And so that was really confusing to me, but I would say probably the hardest thing that I've experienced is there's just been times, like this was when he was in the thick of his addiction, that like I knew he'd be coming home, and so I would dress up in lingerie, and then like he'd come home and then he would just be like, oh cool, and then like play video games or something, and that would like literally shatter me. So I think that was like the hardest part. And I mean, this is pretty like, I don't know, this is maybe TMI, but I want to share it in case, like, I know there's other people going through a similar situation. And I posted another video just reminding everybody that just because your partner struggles with a corn addiction, it's not because of you. It's not because you're not enough.
Yeah, I can't defend this. Personally, I don't believe for myself. Let me say that. Let me qualify this. I don't believe personally in watching porn, and the reason that I don't is because I think that it desensitizes you. I believe that it messes you up, and obviously she's justifying it and substantiating my argument and saying that he had no interest in her because he had already got his rocks off. And so, your desirability, regardless of how bad you are, because she don't look like a bad girl, she looked like a halfway pretty, a pretty decent chick. Your desirability probably can wane because you've been so busy, getting it in with yourself and making your palms a little bit smoother as you continue to do whatever it is that you're doing. Another thing is that I strongly would believe that anything that could contribute to your inability to get it up, it gotta be problematic, yo. I need to be able to get down and dirty, and I don't need anything preventing me from doing that. That's a self-inflicted wound. That can't be a thing. So I think it's a lot of guys that are dealing with that addiction. And I think that it's getting worse, which is one of the reasons why a lot of states are putting in laws to prevent it. But that I don't think that this is on her. A lot of times, we always want to make sure that people are not divesting themselves against the relationship, because we want to hold them accountable and make sure that, because we see a lot of people that'll say stuff like, oh, he's a narcissist, he's this, he's that. But in this situation, one of the things that she said is that he was dealing with this in the very beginning of the marriage. That's problematic. That is 100% problematic. And if she's getting all spicy and dressed up, and the only reason why he don't want to be with her is because he got this wild addiction, which I'm assuming that it doesn't seem like it's getting any better if she's sitting here talking about it on the internet, which that's really the only knock that I can have against her is the fact that she's talking about this openly if she's still in a relationship on the internet, unless she's actually going through a divorce or she's trying to fix a situation. If they don't have kids together, then she should probably get the fuck up out of there. Honestly, she got to get up out of there. It's no point in enduring through something. And if you can't even have intimacy because somebody would rather self pleasure when you actually have a human being that's there with you, then I think that that's problematic. I don't think that anybody should stick around through that personally if you don't have young kids. Now, if you have kids, which I'm assuming that they don't have kids, and so I got to just assume that for the sake of the conversation, then it's no wash your hands. And I know that may not even be a popular take because a lot of people believe that you should just be there no matter what. No, it's some things that can absolutely ruin your life. And I don't think that you should have to endure through that. I've seen people have to deal with people that develop drug addictions. I've seen people deal with people that have these type of addictions. I've had people that get into a relationship with somebody that then developed a gambling addiction and they lost everything And so there are certain circumstances, I think, that would warrant, especially if you don't have children, that would warrant and justify you being able to get up out of there. But let's hear the rest of this.
It's an unhealthy coping mechanism that they learned when they were young, at least my husband, and it is really hard to break from. But I mean, I have to remind myself every day that it has nothing to do with me. So, but then I also will say, like, someone asked what's helped the intimacy be better. The only thing that's helped is my husband being in actual recovery versus when I thought he was in recovery. It's
This
like
is
night
wild.
and day, night and day. Like the first couple of years of our marriage,
Dang,
like
she's been going through this for a while.
like stuff would come out and he would like be good for a month, and then he would slip up, and then he'd be like, wouldn't want to tell me. He'd be in denial and say, like,
Jesus Christ.
tell himself it's not going to happen again. So he didn't want to.
Yo, how, and let me know inside of the comments if you know. Go ahead and get your burner account because you don't want nobody to know it's you. Let me know, y'all. How do you, because I can understand it even from the lens of a person that don't have nobody that they land next to. But if you're not laying with an orca, right? Or, because like I said, she's not a bad looking girl at all. She is decent looking. And I'm sure when she gets spiced up and under that, under that hoodie, that it can get better. How do you lay with a person and they laying in bed every night and you got unlimited access to box and they're crying because they want you to bust it down and you prefer to, because I just don't get it. I don't understand it, man. It's like having a layup right in front of you, but you want to go and throw it from the half court every single time. It's stupid.
Tell me, but that never worked out. So then it would go on for like a year, but this whole time I thought he was like clean. And so
like he doing drugs.
The first couple years of our marriage, he was basically just not clean. And so like the intimacy, it was like very one-sided, and I thought that was normal until like I started talking to like friends about like their intimacy life or whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh. But now that he's like been in recovery and in recovery, it is like night and day. But like my heart breaks for like younger Maddie, like years ago, that thought like that I wasn't enough, and so that's why my husband didn't want to be intimate with me. And like, I guess that's why I'm sharing this, because I don't want anybody else to feel that way.
Don't let somebody get their hands on that chick and she experiencing somebody that has a crazy drive, and because it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. She's gonna be busting it down for her. They're gonna unlock her in ways that she ain't never been unlocked before. She ain't gonna be able to come back from it.
Addiction is a super tricky subject, and I'm still learning more about it, but I promise you, it has nothing to do with you. They are just fighting like their inner battles, and it is not about you. So if you need to talk, you can message me anytime, and I will message you whenever. That's my answer for the question.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't understand it. Maybe somebody can explain it to me. And I know that different people got different types of addictions, but that one is a little interesting to me. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm praying for anybody that's going through something that they're struggling with, that they feel as though it's very difficult for them to overcome, that's affecting their daily operation in their life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.